Hello. Okay, so for the two features that I added, the first feature is that the player has now the ability to jump if you press the space bar. So what happens is basically if you press the space bar and we check whether the ball is on the ground, this Boolean variable is set by checking whether the ball is or the player is colliding with the plane. So if this is both true, then we add the force causing the player to jump. Okay, we always jump at a fixed height of the y direction. Okay, so and then we set the boolean to false so that the player cannot jump while he's jumping, basically. Okay, the other thing is that there's this if you jump with the ball and you happen to fall off the plane, then basically we will consider the game to be lost. So this requires the player to be a bit skillful to make sure that when he jumps, he doesn't jump off the plane. Okay, the second feature is there's now an enemy. So this enemy, what it does is that it basically just follows. It will chase after the player, and if it hits the player, then you will lose 3 points in the score. So how it works is there's this invoke repeating function. Basically, it just keeps calling this function over here. And what it does is that by default, this enemy is actually always chasing after the player. It just depends on whether the speed is set to 0 or is set to 2. So the reason why it will always chase after the player is because it uses the look rotation function in the quaternion API. So it's always facing the player. So when it moves, it's always moving in that direction. So the purpose or the core drive of these two functions, I would say, is that the player being able to jump makes it more of the taps onto the player's core drive of wanting to develop and accomplish the challenge or overcoming the skill of being able to jump accurately and correctly. And as well as for the second feature is that it basically adds an element of unpredictability, okay? Because the enemy will chase him and then come to a rest at a random time. So basically this chase function gets invoked either every 3 seconds or 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, basically. So there's this element of unpredictability, which is one of the core drives also. Okay, so now I'll show you the game. So you can see that the enemy is always turning to face me, and now he's chasing me. Now I must be accurate, try to jump over it. Oh, okay, so I won this game. Maybe I'll do another round. So maybe I'll wait for it to come at me, jump, and it's gonna be safe. You can even jump on the ledge and try to avoid the but if you fall off, then you lose. Okay, maybe one more time. You can see that the score actually minus because I got hit by the enemy. Oh, no. So something like that. Okay, thank you.